Okay, let's talk about getting the assignments from my course repo. So I have an assignments folder and I have a resources folder um, with a little bit of extra stuff, a data folder with data that we'll be using. I'll be adding to this as well. Um, uh, Guides, when you create a README file, have instruction on how to comment code. Since we're using notebooks, this one's not as important. But I have helpful links, stuff that will help you visualize or uh, um, test out format of your data to make sure it's formatted correctly, and some libraries and things like that. But you want to basically get your own copy of the assignments. Let me go back. So part one, you can start working on now, but this is all Python basics. And most of these have a, where is the notebook? Oh, here's our notebooks. This one talks about lists. And GitHub automatically, well, this won't, but in our code space, it'll let us work on it. So let me go back to a regular view or go to my code space actually. I don't know if I should stop this code space. I've already committed the changes, so let's act like we're coming back to work again. So I'm going to kill this code space. So now I'm back to here. This is your repository. Here's a link to Professor Griffin's repository. And let's say I want to go back and I need to do some work in my code space. So when I click this again, we already have a code space, right? That we created on on current branch. And we can click here and it should let us rename it. So I'm going to just call this main code space and save it. So now we know main code space. We just click on it. It's going to open in a new tab and it should bring us right back to basically where we were. Okay, so here we are. Let me collapse everything. We got hello.py. You can close this chatbot thing over here. We don't really need it. And if we look at my repository and we go back, I have two branches. One's called assignments only. I don't think we're going to use this branch, but I'm going to explain it later. I just wanted to show you that it's there. Because what we're going to do right now is you're going to clone my repository. So we come over here, we hit the code button again, right? But we don't want to go to a code space. We want to clone this. So HTTPS means clone it over the web. SSH is, it implies you have SSH keys and have access. You're just doing it via HTTPS. And you don't need to authenticate because this is a public repository. Copied the link. So it's public. Anybody can come grab it. Go back to your code space and see it has everything we did before. What does this say? Here. No, I'll close that for now. So I'm going to clear, just typing clear, clears the terminal. And I'm going to type git clone. And I'm going to paste that link. Paste it. I don't want to configure terminal settings yet. And I'm going to hit enter. And if you notice, it created a folder with the same name as my repo folder. And it's going to grab everything. I don't know how big it is, but you don't need the whole thing. So you can start deleting things out of it once the clone is complete. So we're waiting. We're waiting. Let's see what's in here already. We got some assignments. Part 1. Yeah, I don't think it's all the way done. Okay. I'm not going to do post editing either. You guys are going to have to wait the whole time, just like I'm waiting. I guess you could fast forward. Wow. I didn't know I had that much stuff in there. There cannot be that much stuff. So while we're looking at it, part 0 is like getting up to speed with stuff. Part 1 is Python. Not gonna make you guys do it unless you need to do it, because this will basically, it's like an onboarding thing to get you up to Python speed. And then part 2 is when we're gonna start doing our actual assignments. Nothing in here is really ready to go. I haven't pushed them yet. I held those back. But what you could do now, let's say we wanted to do part 1, I can drag part 1 into my assignment. Oops, cancel. Part 1, let's say I copy it and go to your assignments folder and paste it. Unable to read from browser's clipboard. All right, that's new to me. Well, let's do it command line way. Listing. I have 4545 5993. That's my folder. So I'm going to say copy 45. If you hit tab, it'll auto complete it for you if it's a unique string. So, and then I'm going to take assignments, and I'm going to take part 1, and I want to copy it to this assignments folder. I could just type assignments here, and it's going to complain because I think it's going to want a recursive flag. Yep, -r not specified, up arrow. All your commands are here. They stay. So I'm going to do a recursive flag. All right. So now if we go back to assignments, this is mine. This is yours. Part 1, working with basic data. Here's the notebooks for this section. And then here's a notebook on lists. And you can, every time, this basically has something to read, some code to run. So if I click run here, it's going to ask me to install some kind of a kernel. So I'm going to say install enable suggested extensions, basically Python Jupyter, and we'll let that run. Now it wants us to pick an environment. Let's use the existing Jupyter server. Oh, great. Okay, retry. Press enter to confirm your input. Okay. Oh, did it give us a URL? Let's try this again. Escape. Run, so we can get a prompt. Existing Jupyter server. See, and here we go. I don't know. It's supposed to give me a URL with a port number, and I think I ignored it the first time. So one more time. Play. Let's just do a Python environment. Create a Python environment. Virtual environment. We want this will work. Anything that's local, like that's going to create a virtual environment. It's going to put a .venv folder, and everything we run will be local to this venv folder. And I know a lot of this does not make sense, but basically it's creating a virtual environment so that everything we do stays local to that environment. And every time we come back, it'll want to keep working with this environment. All right, so let me shrink this. Let's see if we can run this little code block. Yes, it printed out our list. Here we can keep going. You can run all of them. And again, remember, you guys can Zoom with me too. So if I work on a notebook and I finish it, what you want to do is you want to like copy it and then take it down to your assignments completed. And I'm going to paste it. I wonder if it'll let me use the, I'll figure this out for us. how to use the GUI to copy your completed notebooks down to your assignments completed, and I'll talk about how to organize your assignments completed. But I'm going to end the video here. It's getting long already, and then I might come back with something else. All right, thanks.